Welcome back to another episode of the Crown and College podcast presented to you by the CSPN. I am one half of your host, Jeremy, aka Black Dante on Twitter, aka Black Panther, aka a lot of people have been talking out of the side of their neck on Air Green's internet. I'll get to that in a minute. AKA, I'm not gonna fight with you on the internet. I'll just mute you and go about my day. And yeah, that's about it. And as usual, I'm joined by my friend and my co-host.
No,
You're doing amazing.
hi, it's still me, Bianca, Tall Bianca XO, aka finer than the print on the Bad Boy contract, aka. By the way, so sorry about your mentions. Like you don't get them shits back till like Thursday at the earliest.
Listen, DeRay retweeted me today, and I damn near threw my phone. Nigga,
I mean, I would understand if you did.
listen. And you know what's crazy about that? You know what's crazy about that tweet? I didn't realize I had a typo in the shit until somebody pointed it out to me. But it's fine. It is absolutely fine. Also, speaking of that, and not to mess up your AKA Bianca, but
Oh
people
no, I had nothing anyway. I don't give a fuck.
speaking of people being weird, it was some nigga that I don't know what the fuck his problem was, but it was some nigga that saw that shit and then proceeded to be hella weird and fought me VV aggressively, and then proceeded to be weird and start shit and pick fights with people that I follow and interact with, primarily and specifically the women that I interact with. Like it was some nigga with a damn MySpace smoking avid from like old shit. Like what? Like
Nigga had a throwback Abbey from 2005
right? Like you
with a
motherfuckers.
name that's like 708 characters long and shit.
Right. This nigga got in my mentions and then started using my pictures and talking about moods and shit. And I'm like, well, yeah, I guess my face is a mood. I do have rest the nigga face, but what the fuck does this have to do with this joke and tweet about Kelly Rowland? And I don't know, I've never interacted with that motherfucker. I think people that follow me reported his ass because I know I did because he was being weird and I can't confirm, but I think his account may have gotten suspended. I don't know. Um, but yeah, just stop being weird on the internet. Like that was uh, niggas and flies. I do despise. My how I cry that I don't know who lies more than niggas or flies. But anyway, I don't know. Just run with it. Anyway, um,
Yeah, so that's the thing that happened.
yes. But yeah, I mean, listen. I maintain that. Listen, we'll talk about that in a second. But thank you all for coming back for another episode. This gonna be a short one, because motherfuckers is tired. Um, and yeah, so it's gonna be a short one, and we ain't got that much to talk about. But thank you all for listening. You can go to our website cspn.us and click that podcast tab and search Crown and Collars and listen to all of our episodes thus far. And if you like what the hell me and Bianca have to say about any and every damn thing, you can mosey on over to that Keep Our Podcast Free tab and shout out all of our many sponsors. That helps us out tremendously. It helps the network out. It's of no extra cost to you. All it does is give our boss man, the CEO Classic, a portion of the brick to keep the lights on and such. So you won't have to pay to listen to me sound like I can't read. And to help our show out individually on however you listen to your podcast, it's through your podcast listening device or medium. Leave us a review, and give us a rating, preferably 5 stars. If you don't fuck with us, then don't leave a review or a rating at all. No 1 star woes. But yeah, it helps us out. It helps us grow, and we can keep giving y'all hashtag content and these jokes because these jokes are always gonna fly.
Yes, indeed. Yeah, go back, listen to those old episodes, listen to those old misconnections. Because again, we thanks to the thanks to the government being some head asses, we don't have the ability to do Craigslist misconnections anymore, unless
Right?
as I go to Google right now and type in the word misconnections, the phrase misconnections. Yeah, they are no more. In fact, there's a great write up in the Washington Post I'm seeing right now. I don't know if it's great. I just clicked on it. But there's a write up in Washington Post that says Craigslist misconnections, the consummate internet casualty. And yes, that's how I feel basically about. Oh, wait. Hold on. This might be a longer show than we expected.
Oh, what?
This might be a longer show than we expected. And so we're gonna get right back into the show. Just 1 second, but Jeremy, please click the link I just sent you.
Okay, hold on, wait. Cause I wasn't even in the chat. Hold on. Oh, bitch!
Oh my god, it is back. It is back. It is back. We back in business, y'all. Next week.
We back.
I was gonna do it. We were gonna take next week off. So we're going to San Francisco this weekend. But I will find the energy. I'm usually off on Tuesdays anyway. I will find the energy, or I will create the energy out of absolute antimatter to do a show full of misconnections for everybody in honor of the fact that they are back.
Yes, I like this energy. Yes.
You're welcome, everybody. Big announcement. On the spot, on the fly. This was live and developing as it happened. Holy shit, I'm happy. All right, fuck it. Let's talk about Beachella. Did you see it?
Yes, I did. I was out the night of Beachella. First of all, let me say this. First of all, I listen. There's a support group for my kind of people that say "bay" instead of "b," and it's fine. It is perfectly fine. You can judge me. It is perfectly okay. First of all, I sound the way that I sound. I am used to being judged. It's fine. It is absolutely fine. But yes, I did see it. But I was out the night of, but I saw it like the morning the next morning when I woke up. And I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fabulous performance. I thought that Beyonce said to the girls and the guys, so here's this. This is what I want, and I want your edges, your hairlines, your do-rags, your bonnets, your coins, all of it. This is what I want. And now I'm going to give you the reason why you are going to give it to me. And she did. And she brought out everybody. We had the Destiny's Child reunion. She brought out Solange. She also brought her husband along, which I know there are a lot of y'all that don't like when she bring her husband along, and I get it because I get it. But listen, she love her nigga, and she don't care what y'all think. So good luck, everybody. But yeah, so I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fabulous performance. I also saw Cardi B performing, and I loved her show. Cardi out there pregnant as hell, twerking on a motherfucker. You know what I'm you know what I was like, you know what? I'm rooting for everybody black. I'm rooting for everybody black. So I enjoyed it. You know what it reminded me of though, and I think, and one of my friends brought this up, and maybe she got a point here. But maybe it's the angles of the camera angles that they show at these things with Coachella. But that crowd was
It was the Coachella crowd.
Yeah, because you know what it reminded me of? Remember when Outkast came back years ago at Coachella, and us that was live watching it at home?
One for us, yeah. Oh no, wait, no. That wasn't episode 1 for us. That was Outkast at last. No, continue. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're right. And like us at home that was watching it, live watching it on Twitter up at 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the goddamn morning. A lot of us knowing we got to go to work in in a few hours. We were more hype on Twitter than they were in the crowd. That's always the vibe with me with Coachella when, you know, black artists or artists of, you know, color or what have you turn up there and put on a fucking show. It's just like it's like watching somebody perform and give their life to a plate of mashed potatoes. Like it's just so and I get it. I mean, whiteness going white, but it's just, and I'm not begrudging them for performing and putting on a show. I'm not begrudging the artists. It's just the crowd. It's just good luck, everybody. But yeah, I love Beyonce and Cardi's performances. I love them.
Yeah, my thoughts about Beyonce's performances. I mean, like obviously, again, this was a Coachella crowd. This is a very typical Coachella crowd. Yay! And to that end, like the fact that Beyonce, you know, pretty much since self-titled has known that like black women went up for this shit, white women came behind and followed. That didn't stop her from continuing to make the music that she wants to make.
Right.
And I love that. And the reason I love that the way I do is because we need some unapologetically black shit. And this shit is black as fuck. And the fact that white women need to like reconcile the fact that they enjoy the music with the message in the music, that's up to them to figure out. I'm not doing that work for them because I've retired from that shit officially. But yeah, no, Beyonce is not like, she didn't see Coachella as a chance to do like a bunch of radio friendly unit shifters. She saw that as like, I'm about to do this black ass shit. I'm bringing this to Coachella. And for the people who I know can't be here but would love to see me perform, this is a sign of what they're getting going forward. So Beyonce coming to a city near you. Coachella as the launch pad for the Beyonce Delta Kappa gear. I'm all for it. Somebody get me a t-shirt though.
Yeah, I agree. Now this is what I will say. I love Beyonce. I do. I am not a member of the Hive, but I do love Beyonce. I think she is a living legend. She is phenomenal. With that said, some of y'all, and again, hashtag y'all, on Al Green's internet have lost y'all motherfucking minds talking out the side of y'all goddamn necks over Beyonce by shitting on and diminishing the legends that she loved, that she draws inspiration from, that she had adoration for, and vice versa. Because listen, let me tell you what the fuck has been getting on my goddamn nerves ever since this performance is some people fixing their fingers to besmirch and disparage Michael Joseph the goddamn Jackson. You motherfuckers have lost y'all goddamn minds. This is why Beyonce don't talk to y'all. Because every time she turn up and give a great performance and do all of the things and get all of the love that Beyonce rightfully deserves, it's some of y'all motherfuckers that lose your goddamn minds and feel like you have to compare and contrast and downplay somebody else's greatness in order to uplift Beyonce. Beyonce is great. She is a living legend. She is an icon all on her own. She do not need you besmirching others in order to elevate her. She is Beyonce. She floats on her own. She don't need your help, and she damn sure don't need you talking out the side of your neck about people that she loved. When Michael Joseph the Jackson was alive, he stand for Beyonce. He loved Beyonce, and Beyonce still to this day loves Michael Jackson. And you've seen interviews, read things where she said to her, Michael Jackson is the greatest of all time. To her, she is now. What I will say is, I don't think it's right to deny Beyonce a seat at the legends and greats table, because I think, like I said, I think she's a legend. I think she definitely deserves to have a seat at the table. But that's just the thing. She has a seat at the table. She is not the table. Michael is not the table. You have Michael, you have Prince, you have Janet, you have all of these iconic people that Beyonce loves. And the fact that Beyonce wouldn't do the shit that y'all are doing in order to uplift herself, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I saw a motherfucker today say that Prince Rogers Nelson can't be compared to Beyonce and shouldn't be in the same sentence with Beyonce. What the fuck is y'all problem? Michael Joseph the Jackson, Prince Rogers.
Some people graduate but be still stupid.
Like, what the fuck is? See, again, it's one thing to be a fan. Even it's one thing to be a stan. It's another thing to be fucking stupid, and that's where the two get conflated a lot of the times. And it's that stupid ass Highlander. It can only be one thing. And listen, again, Beyonce. It's like I said on Twitter today. Beyonce is great. She is everything. She deserves all the things. Michael Jackson is, even after his death, and was a great and a legend and iconic and deserves all of the things. You do not have to disparage one in order to uplift the other. That shit is stupid, especially when themselves loved each other. Like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all? I want people to get a grip. Like, you can love somebody, you can fan for them, you can even stand, but don't let it have you out here looking the fuck stupid. And like Curtis be saying, don't be looking the fuck stupid. This motherfuckers acting like Michael Jackson was just some nigga off the street. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Y'all are not okay. Everything is not okay at home. You motherfuckers need counseling, therapy, something, because y'all don't lost y'all motherfucking minds. I'm sorry, that's the rant I had on my spirit, because motherfuckers been getting on my motherfucking nerve. You can't even enjoy the greatness that is Beyonce without trying to compare and contrast and diminish someone else's legacy. And then Beyonce herself has drawn inspiration. The fucking Super Bowl performance a couple of years ago that she did with Bruno Mars, that was Michael Jackson inspired. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Right? Like, what is wrong with y'all?
And then people criticize Beyonce for stuff like, oh, she's got, you know, all these people that help her write music, and I'm like, Michael Jackson, Quincy Jones, Rod Temperton. Right. Are we really gonna do this? There are a few, you know, who perform in the way Chuck Berry did, or perform in the way that Prince did. And if you wanna put them at God tier, go for it. I'm not gonna stop you.
They deserve it.
You have to understand that there is room for multiple ways to be great, and
exactly,
it doesn't take being a stan to like begrudgingly admit that, you know, this is greatness that we're watching.
Right, and I don't
have to do performance after performance, you know, year after year, even, because she's not just up there just like, all right, here's a live version of a song that you remember from an album I made. Like, this shit is like well thought out. It's well executed.
Again, things that she's learned from the greats, and that is okay. And like, I don't want to be mixed and screwed. Beyonce deserves all of the flowers, all of them. She does. But you give her. I
can't wait to see her live again.
Yeah, but her having a bouquet does not mean you have to knock the bouquet out of another great. Like, again, there is room for multiple greats to be great at different things. It's like motherfuckers lose sight of that shit. And this is, you know, I'm not, and you know, you brought up the things that people criticize Beyonce for. Fuck them people. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't me saying that, you know, you should just come at Beyonce and you should just tear down Beyonce. This isn't that. This is not that at all, because Beyonce is great. She is everything. What I am saying to people, hopefully, is that you don't have to try to pretend like the Michaels, the Janets, the Princes, you like the Quincy Jones, the Smokies, all these other great people. You don't have to try to shit on them and act like they aren't great and act like they aren't at the table in order to uplift Beyonce. That's my only thing. And vice versa. You don't have to downplay Beyonce in order to uplift Michael and uplift Prince and uplift all these others. Like it, you don't have to do that shit. That shit is so fucking stupid and corny and just idiotic. Like, stop it. Stop it. Okay, that was my rant. Cause that shit I've been holding that in since I know we were gonna record that. I've been holding that shit in because motherfuckers have been it's just stands, crazy ass fans and stands room music with this kind of shit here. Cause unless it's just some outright ass beef, usually the greats get along and admire each other and gain influence and shit from each other and uplift each other. It's fucking regular ass people and stands and fans that ruin the shit. Like, any damn way. Okay, I just had to get that off my goddamn chest because you motherfuckers. And again, hashtag y'all, and if it don't apply, let it fly.
Exactly.
Go ahead. You got cut off a little bit.
Another topic that I was saying, on to another topic that we had picked out to talk about today. Shit, where is it? I'm dumb. So Starbucks.
Yo, I didn't. Okay, so let me disclaimer before we even get into this. I really haven't gotten into the story. Really, I saw y'all talking about it, and I just didn't delve into it any further. So I pretty much am going to defer to you with this. So,
all right, so here we go. Two black men were sitting inside a Starbucks waiting on a friend to arrive. They didn't order anything. They were waiting on their friend to arrive, and the manager of the Starbucks called the police.
mm-hmm.
Whether or not she spoke to them beforehand, I don't know. But she called the police. Police show up, and this is where the shit really gets fucked. The police decide to just arrest the guys.
Just arrest them, just like, oh, two black men, let's just arrest them.
And as the friend is showing up, is when they actually like start slapping the cuffs on. The friend's like, "What's going on here?" They don't really give him any concrete answers, and of that, a large boon of discussion around Starbucks has begun. And let me start here with it. Starbucks is a company that's done a lot of good. Starbucks is a company that's made some missteps along the way. Starbucks is a company that's done some bad. Let's just let it all out there. I know somebody out there is looking for the perfect company. Keep looking. They don't exist, but keep looking. Chase that Potemkin City girl, because you're gonna be at it for a while. Now that that's out the way, I kind of feel like this is one of those situations where we're giving the Starbucks a lot of this internet ass kicking because we know aiming at energy at the police just doesn't get us anywhere.
Mm.
And I'm going to go ahead and make the argument right now that the police deserve like the overwhelming majority of this internet ass kicking because they arrived and rather than protect and serve and promote peace within the space, they immediately escalated the shit. And again, I will let people have whatever opinions they want to have about this woman calling the cops on these guys who were just sitting there minding their business. I, broadly speaking, don't like the way that white people weaponize cops against communities, almost as if they're like their own like personal police protection force instead of the police.
Right.
But again, there are situations where in these gentrified neighborhoods, people call the cops on people who ain't doing nothing wrong underneath the law. And they say, oh, they moved too loud in the apartment building, or I don't know if I've seen this person in this neighborhood before. And it's like, well, they've been here longer than you, bitch. But for whatever the case might be, and the cops say, there's nothing going on here. Like, we have no case, you have nothing. Don't call us about this again. And the cops didn't do that this time. Why they didn't do that this time is anyone's guess. But again, I'm saving this energy. Again, I do think that Starbucks deciding to close on May 29th and do some bias training, I think that that's a net positive. Get it out on the table. Let's talk about, implicit biases we hold and unspoken biases we hold and biases by any other name that we hold, because talking about these things is step one to overcoming biases. You have to be in a diverse room of people, and you have to be willing to be vulnerable and speak honestly and really give yourself to the cause of eliminating this bias instead of just throwing your hands up going, I'm one of the good ones, and not really solving anything.
Breaking up a little bit, Bianca.
Because that won't solve anything. The notion of, well, I don't have this problem, so therefore I don't need to be here. Like, that's not gonna make future situations any better. So I don't know. I'm at this point now where I'm like, let's see what happens. Again, they're a flawed company like every other company in the world. They had a situation go down. That manager has apparently they've agreed to part ways. I don't know the I guess morality of such a decision, because details aren't coming out about it. And I understand the need to protest. I understand, like, hey, look, like, we're not going to stand for this. This shit was wrong. But Starbucks' CEO, has made a statement, and Kevin Johnson, and based on the way I read it, he seems to think he's responsible for the fact that this happened. And it's like, you aren't even there. Like, as the CEO, like, there's a million other decisions you have to make for a company at any given time. And yet, the fact that he feels this way about it, it's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. Like I said, I saw it and I saw the conversation about it. But I kind of not that I didn't care, but I just kind of saw people talking about it, and everybody had. It's one of those things where I saw it and everybody had given their opinion about it already, and I didn't feel the need to add my 2 cents. So that that's why I said, like, I defer to you. So, but yeah, that's pretty much where I am with it. Hey, whatever floats your boat or finds your lost remote. But I do. I think for me, like, they parted ways with the manager that called the cops. So I think that's a net positive. And like I said, I agree with you. Like, yeah, it's messed up that she called them on the cops on them, for minding their business. But at least my ire also, will be more at the cops. But
definitely same. And like I said, the impression I get anyway is the reason we're not directing this anger at the cops is because we know what's going to happen. The cops are going to investigate the cops. The cops are going to find that the cops did nothing wrong, and those wheels are going to continue to turn as they do.
Yeah. So speaking of a wheel that continues to turn, unfortunately. So first of all, let me say this: Vince Staples is my new hero. At least until something surfaces up where he too is problematic. But because you can't root for niggas for too long. But Vince Staples is the hero that we don't deserve, because he does not give two fucks about y'all's PP man fade. But on a more serious tip, and a sad tip. So why won't this nigga die? Just why won't this nigga just die? But okay, hold on, let me, cause you know how this shit, and my computer autoplay like a motherfucker.
Yep. But all your media takeout links you'd be looking at.
All right. Any damn way. But yeah, a woman is suing Robert Kelly Not only because he reportedly, as I'm reading this from the Griot, excuse me, not only because he reportedly primed his sex coat while she was underage, but she says he also infected her with a sexually transmitted disease. Last week, the woman filed a civil lawsuit against Kelly with the Dallas Police Department, according to the New York Daily News. The unnamed woman's attorney, Lee Merritt, said that the woman was only 19 when she slept with Kelly sometime last June, but recently ended the relationship in February. In the lawsuit, the woman names a number of sex crimes Kelly allegedly conducted, from giving minors illegal drugs to alcohol, unlawful restraint, and aggravated assault. The woman claims that she was a member of Kelly's exclusive sex cult, where he lured young girls in with the promise of fame and fortune. As a member, she said she had to divulge confidential information about herself and her family as collateral. She also signed a contract, according to Kelly's reps. He denies all allegations, of course.
I want something to happen to that dude.
And so, while we're here, let me say this, because listen, I want him to die so bad. I want him to, he needs a Game of Thrones style death, like something like it is. But let me say this. So I said this on Twitter because there was a conversation about it earlier this morning, probably late last night, but continue early this morning. And I had a tweet about it, and except for one person that decided to drag me into the dirt, I appreciate everybody that had dialogue with me about it, because I honestly, so what I said was, and I got the tweet, what I said was that I get the sentiment that behind if R. Kelly's victims were white girls, that he would be under the jail. I get that sentiment. And what I said was I respectfully disagree with it. What I should have said was, and the reason I say that is, and only is because I don't know if society's hatred and neglect of black girls and black women is greater than society's desire to protect abusers. That was my reasoning, what I was thinking about that. And I didn't mean it to be juxtaposed against like the very real fact that the world at large does not care about what happens to black women and black girls. I didn't mean it to just juxtapose that fact. It was more so I was in my line of thinking, I was like, I'm not sure if our neglect of black women and girls' plight is greater than the need that society has to protect abusers within just society itself and in our legal system. And I opened the dialogue that I could be completely wrong about that shit. And like I said, I appreciate, other than one woman who decided to be very, very mean to me in my mentions about it, and I get it. But shout out to everybody that talked with me about it. And you know what? I don't know. Maybe y'all right. I don't know. What I do know is, and y'all probably are right, because I don't be knowing shit. But what I do know is that R. Kelly is a menace to goddamn society, and he needs to be beat the fuck up, and even then, it wouldn't be enough punishment.
Yeah, no, I really have honestly nothing to add. That is, yes, he does need his ass kicked, and then he needs to somebody needs to sit down with him and like really pull his shit together, because he ain't all the way right in between the eyes, and the fact that he keeps victimizing people is the shit that I take offense with.
Right. So yeah, that's that. Fuck R. Kelly. Like at this point, if you're still defending him or being like, well, I can separate the man from the music, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong, there is some measure of that I think we have to do for every form of entertainment we consume. Because, like I said, ain't none of us perfect. All our favorites are flawed, and, everybody's got a little bit of trash about him. But this nigga is just like, at least in my view, he should be a very easy dismissal to make.
Yeah, like it's step in the name of love, then slap for y'all to defend this nigga like this. I'm sorry.
Right.
It don't even slap no more for y'all to be defending this nigga.
Like, I mean, it's cool and all, but like if you played me like a Countdown Singers cover that song, I'd be fine with it. I would not. It doesn't need to be R. Kelly's voice necessarily that I hear. In fact, let me see. Do the Countdown Singers have a Step in the Name of Love? Let me look that up right now.
Yeah. So you roboting a little bit.
Am I back?
Yeah, you good.
Okay.
But yeah, But so one more thing, and this is kind of really all I had, unless you got something else, Bianca. Well, actually, I know you talk. You'll see where I'm going with it. So I'm just gonna read this headline, and this is from the Washington Post. I'm just gonna read this headline to you, Bianca. Insulted pro-Trump Spurs fans feel forced to choose between their team and the president.
Yes, I did read that headline. I started to read the article, but it was late when I saw it, and I just went to sleep instead. I saw the Deadspin post about it. I didn't read the actual article itself. All I can say about that is fucking snowflakes.
Listen. Listen, it is a cacophony of MAGA Spurs fans' tears because Pop consistently has his foot on 45 and this administration and the people that voted for him's neck. And I read this shit. I was fucking screaming, laughing that these motherfuckers are crying because they don't know if they can support the Spurs anymore because Pop keeping the foot on their necks. Listen, Pop can come to the proverbial hypothetical cookout to me. Now, y'all can feel how y'all want, but to me, Pop can come to the hypothetical cookout, which is a hypothetical, which I don't know why people get so mad about it, that and fight about it, but that's none of my business. Y'all do what you want. Y'all grown. But
I've disavowed any contention with the notion of is there not a cookout. The answer to me is no, no such thing, because all these white people is who we give these cookout invites to for being able to strut with Kappas or be a police officer who can do the Cupid shuffle and stupid shit like that. They all one fucking move away, and a lot of them make that fucking move that pushes them back away from the cookout. So as far as I'm concerned, ain't no cookout beer. Did I do that right? Was I good? Was that okay?
Okay. Yeah, you back.
Yeah, ain't no cookout beer. I hope I did that right.
Amongst yourselves about it. I always thought it was a joke that people took seriously, but hey, y'all can fight amongst yourselves. But I say all that to say it is goddamn hilarious to me. Just to tie the headline alone. Oh Lord. I just want to read just one. Speaking of whiteness and white women. Yeah, this one white woman saying when Pop got political, it ruined basketball for her. when Pop got political now, is it that Pop got political and because he come in that 45's neck, that's when you got upset. That's basketball for you. Quote this white woman, quote, I took it personally. I was such a loyal fan and he insulted me. Why would you start attacking the people that have been so loyal? Because y'all support a fucking president and a administration that is fucking trash. That's why.
Right? We didn't do this. You did this.
Right.
I'm so sick of those fucking people. Anyway.
Wait, Bianca. This quote is hilarious. This quote is hilarious. Quote, I often curse Pop for doing what he did, said Bob Merlin, a Spurs fan for more than almost 25 years. Quote, he insulted more of half the Spurs fan base with no sign whatsoever of an apology. Good. Good. You motherfuckers don't need an apology.
Apologize for what?
Nice to these niggas for what? Okay. Y'all mad because y'all coach said that y'all president is xenophobic, homophobic, racist, misogynistic, and an embarrassment, a soulless cow, a pathological liar. These are all quotes from Greg Popovich, and that he lives and Pop is disgusted that I live in a country where almost half the people ignored all that to elect someone. That's the scariest part of the whole thing to me. And y'all are mad. To that, I say to everybody that is offended by Greg Popovich, fuck y'all. Fuck y'all.
Yeah, no. Wait, is there more?
It gets even more hilarious the more I read and scroll down. Quote, it is sad that Pop basically told my wife and my son and me for the matter that we were fools for supporting Trump, he said. What happens when someone calls you a fool? You avoid them. This is delicious. Woo, white fragility is mwah, mwah. Oh my, I fucking love Pop. This is from Pop. Pop seems unfazed by any backlash his commentary has spurred. Quote, the organization has never said anything about any opinion I might have. Not one time. So basically Pop saying I said what the fuck I said.
Yeah, Pop, I mean, come on, he's not gonna play into that whiny shit.
He don't give a fuck. Pop don't give a fuck about y'all white tears. Pop's like, Greg Popovich like, that's y'all's man, and y'all voted for him, and y'all stupid for voting for him and supporting him. And I'm not apologizing for it.
Y'all deal with the backlash and the results of it. How y'all deal? This is how I'm dealing.
Right. And Pop makes it his obligation to drag 45 at least once a day. At least.
As he should.
Right. I feel like Pop just get on. Pop, I feel like Pop, it don't even have to be shit pertaining to 45. Pop just, when he feel like, he just be like, let me tell you about this stupid motherfucker. Let me tell you about this. Let me tell you about this punk ass nigga here. Obviously, Pop, hopefully Pop ain't saying nigga, but, roll with it. But Pop just like, let me tell you about this stupid motherfucker here. And I love it. So, yeah, Pop is saying, fuck y'all, and I'm saying fuck y'all because while you crying about not supporting your team because your head coach saying that the motherfucker you supported is trash, the motherfucker is in office literally at this moment proving that he is indeed fact trash. And yeah, you trash adjacent for supporting this motherfucker. So fuck you. And with that, that's it. I ain't got nothing else. You got something, Bianca? Because I ain't got shit else.
James Harden traveled, and fuck the Cavs for losing because I had all my scorching hot takes ready to rumble after the first games of all the series this weekend, in which my Pelicans were going to be the only team to have like upset the chalk and got a road win in the playoffs. But then these niggas had to go out and lose by 18. Motherfuckers.
Yeah, you know it's hot take city. I ain't even gonna lie. I ain't see not one playoff game. I just,
I work in the bar. I kind of gotta see them. Like, if there's one game I would tell someone to rewatch, actually it'd be two games. I would say rewatch Pelicans Blazers, and then I would say rewatch Celtics Bucks. Like, watch the fourth quarter of that shit. That was amazing.
So,
That's all I got. And yes, James Harden, 100,000% traveled on a step back. He gathered the ball, and gathering the ball, he took 2 steps. In preparing to shoot the ball, he took 2 more steps. That's 4. 4 is greater than 2. Ipso facto, travel.
Yep. So, that's all I got. So we gonna get up out of here. Also, wait. Tristan Thompson is a dumbass, and that's all I got to say. So yeah, with that, we're gonna get up out of here. Thank you all for listening. This has been a short one. My ass is tired, so I'm gonna take my ass to bed. And we'll be back. Like I said, we were gonna take next week off, but with Craigslist coming back, we are gonna give y'all a whole Craigslist show, give y'all these jokes, laugh at people on the internet. So yeah, be a greater hole, not a hater hole, and we will see y'all next week.
Yes, indeedy.